White Hospital. We will be discussing biodiversity and the different types of living things living in the ecosystem. We will also discuss the importance of Thule, and in Silchin we say Taktan. Okay, let's get started. Ahoy, Shijamala. I am going to read the Silk Water Declaration. This is a living document. These responsibilities were given to us by the Creator, Kulan Shuten, and they have been upheld since the beginning of time by our ancestors. They now pass to us and our children through our grandmothers and grandfathers. Water is our relation. Water bonds us to our ancestry, our descendants, and our land. Water must be treated with reverence and respect. Our relationship with water is not taken lightly. We are responsible to ensure that our relation can continue to maintain the health and resiliency of our land and animals. Water is the lifeblood of our land and our animals, and we, as Silk people, recognize water as a sacred entity and a relative that connects all life. Water comes in many forms, and all are needed for the health of the land and for the animals. Water is our most sacred medicine. Water nourishes, replenishes, and cleanses and heals. Any use of water should be an act of reverence and a commitment to our responsibilities of all life, now and to come as Silk people. Water comes from the sky and the highest place, yet it will never willfully rises above anything. It will always take the lowest path in its humility, yet all of the elements it is the most powerful. Our sacred water teaches us that we have great strength to transform the highest mountain while being gentle, soft, and flexible. Water will always find a way around obstructions, under, over, and through. It teaches us anything is possible. Water, movement, pathways, resiliency, and power teach us who we are and who we can be as people. Wetlands are unique ecosystems found all over the world. They include marshes, swamps, bogs, and fens. Each type of wetland has its own special characteristics, but they all share one thing in common: water. Wetlands are areas where water covers the soil or is present either at or near the surface of the soil all year or for varying periods of time during the year. Silk people have always cared for and managed wildlife and ecosystems as part of our inherent responsibility to sustain life on our homelands. Hey, did you know that the wetlands revitalize the groundwater, which helps against droughting? Wetlands play crucial roles in the environment. They act as natural water filters, trapping pollutants and sediments. They also provide habitat for a diverse array of plants and animals, which supports a rich biodiversity and helps in flood control by absorbing excess rainwater. Wetlands are often referred to as the kidneys of the landscape because of their ability to filter water and improve water quality. Hey, did you know that the wetlands are great sponges? 1 acre is about the size of two arbors. Despite their importance, wetlands and cattails face numerous threats. Pollution, land development, and climate change are major challenges. Invasive species can also disrupt the delicate balance of wetland ecosystems. It's crucial that we work to protect and restore these vital areas. Now, let's focus on one of the most iconic plants found in the wetlands, the cattail. Cattails are tall, reed like plants with brown, sausage shaped flower spikes. Some of you may even call them hot dogs. They are typically found in marshes along the edges of ponds and in other wetland areas. Did you know that the wetlands is a great defense against climate change? The wetlands is a great way to pull carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Let's talk erosion control. The dense root systems of cattails and tules help to stabilize soil and prevent erosion along the edges of water bodies. This is crucial for maintaining the structure of wetland areas. Now, let's talk water filtration. Like other wetland plants, cattails and even tules help to filter and purify the water. They absorb pollutants and excess nutrients, which helps to maintain the health of the ecosystem. Cattails and tules are incredibly important to the wetland ecosystem for several reasons. Let's talk habitat and food source. Cattails and tules provide a habitat and nesting sites for a variety of birds, including red-winged blackbirds, ducks, and herons. Many animals also rely on cattails and tules for food. The shoots, roots, and the pollen of cattails can be consumed by both wildlife and humans. Cattail and tule can also act as a buffer against erosion. Let's talk traditional uses. Historically, cattails have been used by indigenous peoples for a variety of purposes. The leaves can be woven into mats and baskets, and the fluff from the seed heads can be used as insulation, and the roots and shoots are edible. Tules are also used to weave mats together and used for summer homes. These homes are easy to transport as they are very light, and they are also waterproof, making it a comfortable, transferable home. Tule mat homes can also be used in the wintertime. The mats are also used as drying mats where berries, tobacco, sage, etc. can be used to be dried and stored for wintertime. Let's make a tuck-tan mat with Katie. Items you will need: tule, scissors, rope, and in this video we use sinew, a ruler, and good intentions. When we're making things with our hands, we want to put positive energy into it.
Let's make a tuck-tan mat. Here I've got all of the tuck-tan we harvested from the wetland that's been dried for several days. I'm starting to measure my tuck-tan reeds to the desired length. In this video, I'm using 12 centimeters. Using my last cut piece as a guide, I continue to cut my reed into 12 centimeter pieces, making sure to reference for accuracy. Use your ruler as a tool to double check the accuracy of your cuts. Here I'm making an estimate of how many more pieces of tuck-tan reed I'll need to cut. I've lined up all my cut pieces and now I'm preparing to weave it together. I've cut a piece of sinew. Alternatively, you can use string to start weaving them together. I'm going to use the help of a partner for this part. Taking my piece and looping it in half, I begin by taking my first piece of tuck-tan. I've looped my sinew around, and now watch how I carefully twist the top and bottom pieces of the sinew string to hold it in place. Once I've twisted, I'm adding another tuck-tan reed in, bringing the top string over, and twisting again. My partner is really important here to secure my tuck-tan in place. Add another reed, take my sinew, and twist, carefully holding it in place. Add another piece of tuck-tan, twist my sinew, holding one string over top and one on the bottom. I cooperatively work together with my partner until one side is done. At the end, I'm tying a double knot, just like you would your shoelaces. While you work on the other side, I'd encourage you to invite your partner to try. So if you were previously weaving this in you together, I invite you to hold the reeds in place, allowing your partner to try twisting the sinew and weaving the tucktan mat together. Look, we've cut off a piece of the sinew, lining up the string. It's easy to move the sinew, pardon me. It's easy to move along. All right, we're starting on the second side. This is going to look really familiar. I folded my sinew in half. I'm twisting it. And then now I'm, with my fingers, lifting a piece of tucktan in. I got a little bit confused. Sometimes I mix my top and bottom string, but making a tucktan mat is very forgiving. It's easy to go back and fix any mistakes. Don't worry. We've sped up this video, so you'll see us finish the mat very quickly. Now we're at the end. I'm tying it off. And look at that. We've used sinew, tucktan reeds, scissors, and a ruler to create this beautiful small-sized tucktan mat that can be used for a coaster, a tea cozy, dry berries. Beautiful. Great teamwork. This is how you can roll it up. Imagine that full-sized, how light it would be to carry across the homelands. Lim Lim for watching.